Hey, welcome back. This is Nerdad, and we are back playing Baldur's Gate 3. So last time, what we did was we got a hold of Karlak, and we did a couple of her background quests. We upgraded the infernal engine that she's got pumping instead of a heart in her chest, and took care of that. And we are back with Karlak firmly kicked out of the party. Even though I do like Karlak, she's like an adorable red-skinned, fiery puppy. Yeah, she's nice. But I do like the party that we've got, so Karlak is out. Dang it. So yeah, we are here back with Nerdad, the paladin, and Shadowheart, the cleric, Gale, the wizard, and Astarion, the ranger, with a couple levels in rogue. All right. So today, what we are doing, let's take a look at our. We do have our fiery friend and the Hellion's Heart. These are the quests that we get from having Karlak in the party. But what we're going to be focusing. And like clockwork, they're still gaming at 4 a.m. saying play Final Fantasy. I think the problem might be that I have a couple of episodes of me playing Final Fantasy, and that is just clearly not enough for some people. Which I understand. Final Fantasy 14 is a great game. I am not promoted by Final Fantasy 14. I just enjoy it. So what we're doing for quests here. We have still got Rescue the Grand Duke. That's going to be a good while out. We've got Find a Cure. This potential for Auntie Ethel to help us out. We hopefully will be able to get to Auntie Ethel tonight. We'll see how that goes. We did get Rescue the Druid Halcid basically taken care of. We just need to take a long rest to finish this quest up, and we'll probably take care of that tonight since we're super low on resources right now. We also need to locate the Githyanki Crush. This is going to take a while for us to get to. That's definitely not going to be tonight. The stuff that we're going to be working on tonight is definitely find the missing shipment, and of course, if we do a little bit of work in the direction of Auntie Ethel, we will be working on the quest Save Marina. But yeah, the big one right now is find the missing shipment. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on back out of camp. And it is worth noting, we are running super low on resources. So if we take a quick look, Nerdad is completely out of spell slots. Shadowheart is completely out of spell slots. Gale has 2 level 1s left, and this is really the only reason that we're not doing a long rest is because Gale still has a little bit of output that we can rely on, and then Astarion's also out of spell slots, but spell slots aren't as critical for Astarion. There are a couple of things that I did offline outside of the stream just because they are a little more tedious, and I didn't want to subject you guys to that. So the big thing that I did was I rearranged inventory and put all the stuff that I want to sell on Nerdad. And I also rearranged my hotbars a little bit just to make it a little bit easier to find my attacks. So it is worth noting we are super close to level 5. And level 5 is the key indicator that we are ready to go and handle the Auntie Ethel quest. So still gaming, that's what we're waiting on is level 5 basically. So we're gonna go ahead and spend some time.
Who do I pray to for a
doing some
real
shopping.
forge? Moradin? He probably wouldn't listen to me. I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
It's okay, damn it. Alright, he only has 905 gold, so this might be a little tight, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of the armor first, just because that armor weighs a heck of a lot, and I don't want to have that bogging me down. No, actually, I like doing barter instead, just so that I can confirm that things are getting sold properly. Do want to definitely keep that mace. That is such a good mace. Keeping that pendant, getting rid of the loots. All these books, I did double check offline again. They're good to go. The ball will go ahead and... I do like the sound the ball makes, though. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, we will actually sell the ball, though. As fun as the sound it makes is. Alright. Let me... I don't think I have my chat properly set up here. Here we go. There we go. Alright, cool. So for a while, I was keeping a hold of all of those metal ingots, and then I did look up. They are not worth anything, so you can freely sell those ingots. And basically, all tools that you run across, you can sell those as well, except for a shovel. You definitely need a shovel on hand, so keep that shovel. Oh, the Auto of Saluna. We're gonna keep that as well. I didn't mean to put that on Nerdad. I never use dyes. Dyes get sold. They sell for okay. Lump's Horn. Oh, dang, that should also be on Shadowheart. Apparently, I didn't organize my inventory as well as I thought I did. See, it's because I organized my inventory without all of you guys here. I need you to keep me straight and keep me steady. Stuffed bear we're gonna keep. Tin plate we are not, and then toad teapot we are not. All right. I overdid it. I wasn't paying attention. That's the whole point of me doing it on the barter screen, but I wasn't paying attention. Dang it. So let's see if there's anything that I can buy that'll be useful. Oh, whoops. Chainmail +1. I think we're good on chainmail. This leather armor, I think Astarian's already got that. Nothing unique that we can grab here, which is just unfortunate. Pot will die. All right, fine. I'll take a few things off here. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, that was way quicker than I thought. All right.
May Tamora's luck twist your way.
Yeah, you mentioned 2 deities all in one interaction. I'll be darned. We're gonna head back over to Aaron because Aaron should have gold that we can sell stuff for. No, I've gone straight. I'm not stealing things anymore, you guys. Nerdad gave Astarian a stern talking to, and now no more stealing. No more stealing.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step.
You're quite welcome. Would be nice.
Of course.
If you donated a lot of your stuff to me. All right. I do want to keep those draw leather gloves until we get like replacements, just in case. Just because they look incredible, and that's important to me. But I say this like 30 seconds after having said, "I sell my dyes. I never use the stupid dyes." Let's see. Oh, we need to get rid of this rotten stuff up here. Yeah. And I'm doing trade again instead of barter. That's fine. I need to get some gloves on Nerdad as well. All right. All right, cool. We should be good now. I'm gonna go ahead and keep all of the gold on Shadowheart just because the gold does weigh a good amount. But we did get about 1,000 gold out of that interaction, so that worked out pretty well. Oh, and actually, let me double check and make sure that
take the first step.
He doesn't have any spell scrolls that I need to grab.
Of course.
Actually, I need to get my notes loaded up. I thought I had that up, but I don't. All right. He's got Cloud of Daggers. He's got Darkness, Flaming Sphere I already have. Grease, of course. Remove Curse might be one that I need. Thunderwave I might need as well. This Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. I usually have plenty of those to go around, but I will think about grabbing that. It is only 30 gold, and I'm doing pretty okay on gold right now. Potion of Animal Speaking. I should probably collect as many of those as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Featherfall are okay. Actually, no. Darn it. I should not have done that. Because Nerdad does have it available for him. Goodness gracious. Let's check my huge spell chart. All right. So let's take a look. Chromatic Orb. Do we have Chromatic Orb? We have Chromatic Orb. Oop. Thought I was searching. I'm not searching.
It'll take a while for us all to... Of course.
This is always the longest thing that I do is figuring out which spells I have and which ones I do not have. Cloud of Daggers we are good on. What about Darkness? We are good on Darkness. Flaming sphere we're good on. Fly. How about fly? We do not have fly, so let's go ahead and grab fly. 150. Ouch. What about remove curse? It looks like we do not have remove curse. Let's grab that one as well. What about thunder wave? We do have thunder wave. All right. So I think that's good for all of these. Let me go ahead and mark in my spreadsheet that I've got fly and remove curse. All right, cool. We are good. We're done with this little shopping session. All right. So now the next thing that we're going to do, before we really get into going up and finding the missing shipment, we are going to head back to the toll collector because there was a lot of stuff that we needed to grab and we just didn't have the weight space to handle it, so we're going to head back there. It is worth reminding you guys, last time we did try to find the incriminating evidence against Kaga, but the incriminating evidence was nowhere to be found because we had already taken care of getting Halsin back in the Druid Grove, and that's the trigger for ensuring that, you know, we don't have to worry about Kaga. Nerdad is a little low on health. I'm not super happy about that. Oh, and I need to get him with some gloves. Verses of defense are out. Missile snaring might be good. Sparkle hands, no. Yeah, we'll do gloves of missile snaring. I don't have any other gloves. That seems pretty low, pretty scant. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want that one. Yeah, we need that on him, and yeah, everybody's got the gloves that they need except for Nerdad, who has just stupid old gloves of snaring. Is that what it's called? Missile snaring. We do also need to find the waypoint up in the Risen Road here so that we don't have to like keep on going to the Blighted Village. A little bit of a gore warning here again, so heads up. All right. The waypoint should be relatively near here. But we can kind of see like what's going on. We're going to enter into this big cave structure through this kind of back way. Because coming up this way towards the main entrance of the cave, there are a whole bunch of gnolls and stuff. So I would much rather traps than gnolls. Plus, we'll be able to talk to the people inside the cave. Spoiler alert, there are people inside the cave. As if you didn't know that already.
Looks like someone toyed with them. Made the pain last.
Can't reach this. Kinda desperately want to reach that. Look at all those milk cans. I want to grab the milk cans. Dang it. Oh, she can at least reach that, those vases. Darn.
What do we have here?
I could... Oh, that works. Ah, that almost works. Fine. I wonder if I can throw this. Oh, man. Okay. So this is a cool little trick that you can do. If you can't reach something, sometimes you can not reach it, but you can throw it to a spot that you can reach it. And in this case, yeah, I still can reach all that stuff. That's great. Target is too far. It is important to me that I get all of these milk cans. Dang it. Guess I won't be able to. Yeah, sometimes that throwing trick works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on what the pathing is like and everything. I do have Shadowheart in the lead, and I don't necessarily want that to happen. All right. Lots of stuff to grab, including sweet, sweet, sweet hyena ears, which are just the best. Are just the best. What we got here? Blue cap and some carrot, short bow, arrow of ice. You can also... This is a neat little little bit of a time-saving trick. You save like maybe half a second, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's worth it. If you just hit space, it'll automatically do take all. So that way you can just right-click space and then just move your mouse a little bit to pick up the other stuff in the area. But space, space, space. All right, I think that is... Oh, no, it's not. Got a sweet hyena here. And then we go back into the gore and the viscera. And I will give a content warning. There is a lot of gore in this area, so heads up. I will let you guys know, and I'll even put a link in the chapter descriptions as to when the gore warning is happening and when it is over. But lots of piles of bones, lots of severed stuff, lots of pools of blood and whatnot. And that's not to say that there aren't a lot of pools of blood in Baldur's Gate 3. That is a really, really common thing to encounter in Baldur's Gate 3. But sometimes it is a little bit worse with like the viscera and like the, you know, the blood and guts and what have you. We have already looted a good amount of this stuff already. But even still, we'll be thorough about it. Hey, lots of camp supplies in there. That's great. It's great, great, great. All right. Is there any way I can grab that spear? That spear looks wonderful. I was going to say great, but I just said great a whole bunch, so let's avoid being repetitive, guys. And remember, we have to loot absolutely everything that exists in this game. See, this is pretty rough. Like there's a lot of pretty gross stuff. The next thing that we are going to take care of before we move over and handle the cave. Looks like we have a perception failed.
I'm ready.
So we're going to do like we always do whenever we have a failed perception check. We're going to give Astarion some guidance and let him move forward.
Something over there.
Burrow hole. All right. So I think this might be the first burrow hole that we have encountered. And this burrow hole, what we're looking at is, what it does is, it is a way to get into a location, usually directly beneath the location that you are in. Burrow holes, you have to have some specific way to enter in the burrow hole. So something like gaseous cloud. Or sorry, gaseous form, I think the spell is called. It turns you into a cloud of gas, but makes your size tiny. You need to be tiny. No, there's lots of cranberry sauce on the ground, kids. You need to be something tiny in order to get through the burrow hole. So a gaseous cloud is one of those things. I think a druid can wild shape into something super tiny and get in there. You can send a tiny familiar down there, but the familiar really won't be able to do too terribly much. Can't really grab anything or put anything into a non-existent inventory, so just heads up on that. I think, yeah, also if you are a small creature like a gnome or a halfling, and you cast the spell Enlarge Reduce on yourself, but do the reduce, you can also make it, you'll be small enough to get down there. All right, I think that's all of the gear from outside. And it looks like we have refugees to talk to. So let's talk to other refugee.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
We'll go ahead and save. I always like saving before I do Speak with Dead. And again, I'm not save scumming in this one, but if you're playing through this by yourself and you really, really, really want to see all of the available conversations options for a corpse, just Speak with Dead and then reload and do the other options that you didn't pick. Because Speak with Dead, you are limited to 5 questions and only 5 questions. Gale looks pretty cool with that armor and the glowing green eyes.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
You killed a pack of gnolls. How?
The pact. Power.
Pact, which devil did you deal with? Why would you sign a pact with the devil?
Power. Strength.
A pact? Which devil did you deal with?
Fallen.
Sorry,
Lady
Maybe it may have been nice to have either Karlak or Will in the party when he's talking about this. How did you die?
Zariel's brute destroyed me.
Who are you?
Infernal servant. So long I've forgotten. Why?
The spell's power wanes.
It's okay, bro. You'll be
Ask no more
brought down into the lower
questions.
planes to fight forever in the Blood War. It's just like you wanted. How exciting. All right. I believe that we're good with all of this stuff, so we go down the hatch. And this is the Toll Collector's Vault. So there is so much to grab in this section. And geez, there's another guy worth talking to.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Let's see. Why were you in the basement?
Hiding. Frightened.
L. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? L. Were you alone when you died?
Gods abandoned me and Vance.
How did you die?
Goblins. Laughing. Cutting. Toll collector. Martin.
Huh? Only 4 questions we can ask. All right. That does not happen very often. All right. So if you guys recall, we had a lot of traps that we were already finding. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and break the party up, and Astarion is going to be our point man. He's going to get guidance, and we're going to go ahead and...
Be careful.
Oop.
There are traps about.
There is a failure that he got. So we're going to have him replaced here with Shadowheart here in a sec. Yeah, let's go ahead and have her. 'Cause I think she's my next best perceptor.
Looks like a trap.
Yeah, there we go. Trap over there. There will be a trap over there. We just need to make sure we can detect it adequately, which we did. Awesome. All right, back to Astarion, and we'll get this these traps all disarmed, so we don't have to worry about these. Incidentally, another trick here is we can, whenever you have these vents, you can actually put a crate or basically anything large enough on top of the vent, and even if you trigger the trap, no gas will come out of it. It's a really good way of, making sure that if you don't detect the traps, you can at very least not suffer the consequences of it. Oh. Got another perception failed, dang. That's actually interesting. I thought we were done with traps in this area. Starion's not rolling very well. It's a little, oh, nope. You're not going that way yet, guy. Okay. Sometimes I like watching all the bonuses add up. It just feels good. All right, so he missed a perception check, so we're gonna switch over to Shadowheart. See if we can get her to see whatever it is that Astarion did not see.
Keep moving. That might be worth it.
Yep. Oh, and that's the
No
burrow
chance I'll
hole.
fit through that.
That's the burrow hole. So the burrow hole that we found up top, this is where it ends up. Were we tiny enough to go through here?
Well,
All right, Astarion, let's get you with guidance again. And again, we're gonna have him take point and just kind of do a sweep of the whole area and make sure that we're good.
A trap.
Yep.
Someone doesn't
He looks like he failed on that one, so we'll go ahead and disarm this one, then we'll bring Shadowheart in. actually, there should be some over here. Yeah, yeah. So perception failed. Yep. We gotta hold off. Bring in Shadowheart. And I will repeat, like, guidance is such a good spell. Such a good spell.
To keep pushing.
Oof. Okay. All right, let's see who the best perceptor is past Astarion and Shadowheart. Whenever you're playing tabletop D&D, guidance should be the spell that you cast the most all the time. You should always have whoever is doing a skill check have guidance on them. All right. Let's see. Perception 0, -1. Eesh. And 4. 4 and 4 and 0 and 1. Not ideal, you guys. Not ideal. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm not super optimistic.
Time for a boost.
All right, here we go. Big money, big money, big money.
Don't waste the step.
Uh-oh. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to put something on top of this thing. We'll try Gale. We'll see how this goes. And actually, while he's guidanced, we'll have him check and see. Yeah, there we go.
There's a trap.
Yeah. I love how these traps are like super sneaky, like the big huge vents in the ground. I know. I know. Sometimes you're just unlucky with these perception checks, and man, it feels bad. It feels really bad. Actually, we'll go ahead and have her do guidance on Nerdad. Just, ooh, whoa! Why did you come that way,
Got to press on.
dude? Let's see if he can detect this trap. I wonder where it could be. Yeah.
I'm ready.
And I think Astarion already failed this one.
Let's try this way.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. The bird does have pretty good perception, I think. Let's see. Oh, +1. It's not great, but yeah, we will. That's a really good idea, Funnystein. I'll go ahead and do that. Because I am running out of people that can scan for traps here. Oh, man. Oh, God. So yeah, that was it. Let's have her
This'll help.
do guidance. Let's break the bird. I'm sure. From his link with Gale. Hey, there we go. The guy with the -1 finally pulled through. Jeez. Oh, man. So at very least, we'll be able to... Oh, whoops. I didn't actually add that in there. No, that was super close. I didn't add in the guidance bonus, but we almost missed it, y'all. All right, Burb.
There is work to
Let's
do.
see if Shadowheart can give the bird some guidance. And let's see if the bird can see this. Nope. Bird is not detecting traps. That kinda stinks. Okay, so here's something else that we're gonna try. I think that we are able to trigger this stuff remotely
Over here.
with a shot. With like a... Oh, jeez, dude, don't walk on the trap! Astarion, my gosh, man.
Still breathing, despite
It
everything.
is probably a poison trap. If it is poisony... If it is poisony, I'll have Nerdad do that since he's got native poison resistance. Well, okay, so the bird technically does have a better perception than Nerdad and Gale. It has a +1, but both Shadowheart and Astarion have a +4 to their perception. So
Seek and you shall
we
find me.
we normally don't have the bird do too much because it's kind of a last resort, and it looks like the bird can't even detect traps anyway. So we're not gonna be relying on no bird. Oh, whoops. Let's get the bird out of here. I don't know. I've disarmed so many traps up. They're all kind of blurring together, and I feel like I already disarmed this one, but I don't think I did. All right. Here we go. What we're going to do, we're just going to have him shoot this grate and see what happens. Nothing. All right. Okay, in that case, here's what we're going to do. We are going to have Astarion carefully grab these bottles. Oh my gosh, be careful, dude. And then we're going to move this crate so that it is on top of that vent. And that way,
There's no time to waste.
we don't have to worry about it spitting gas.
Ever onward.
All right. Astarion gets a little bit of a blessing, and we are going to explore a little bit deeper because there is this blackness over this way. Actually, I don't remember what's going on here. Oh, I do know what's going on here. We'll deal with this in a second. Let's go ahead and have Nerdad come in. We should be pretty safe to start looting like crazy. So, all right. Broken armor, broken club. And this is going to be nuts. We are probably going to fill up Nerdad's weight space as much, like a couple times. Oh, potion of speed. That's great. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, make it a little bit easier to see. And there's another one of those hats that I like so much. I really do wish that... So in Final Fantasy XIV and games like, like MMOs, you can generally change the way that your gear looks, and I wish you could do that in this game. Because I like the hat that I just picked up, but I can't. I don't want to lose my warped headband of intellect. Because dang it, I like that thing. And I beat up some ogres for it on Found It All. See, the space just makes it a little, like hitting spacebar to do take all, it does make it a little bit quicker. Oh, I thought I missed a rucksack.
What's inside?
Lots of bottles, so much stuff. Ooh, I wonder if this is gonna break the bottle if I throw it. No, it does not. Nice. So hey, it's an instance of a tip actually working. How wonderful. Ooh, lots of bottles in here. My guy, you don't have to move that much. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw that thing. I'm really surprised that doesn't shatter the bottle. I mean, you throw potions and they just immediately shatter. But apparently not these empty bottles. Which doesn't make any sense at all. I don't want to accidentally hit the bird either. Because Nerdad will probably be able to hit that bird, and the bird only has 1 HP. So we got to be careful. Alright, I got all the outside. Let's do this little inner island here. Yes, that's exactly the direction I wanted you to go. Thank you, Nerdad. See how much quicker it is to loot whenever you're just using spacebar? Man, we're like professional looters here. Alright, I think that is it for this room.
Here we
Oh, man, there's some
go.
torches we didn't turn on. What are we doing? Alright, here we go. Alright, outside. Let's do the outside first. And again, just a reminder, I am looting absolutely everything because since I'm not saves coming, what that means is I'm not going to be pickpocketing, because there is always that chance that whenever you're pickpocketing, you're going to roll a 1 and do a critical fail, which is not how D&D actually works. But because of that, we're going to avoid it. There is a piece of gear that will automatically cast Grace, or you'll just have Cat's Grace whenever you have it equipped. And Cat's Grace gives you advantage on dexterity checks. And hey, guess what a dexterity check is? And that is sleight of hand. So this will give us the ability to have instead of a 1 in 20 chance of rolling a 1, it'll give us a 1 in 400 chance. And that is totally a chance that I'd be willing to take. Another really... Saves. No, I'm not saves coming anymore. I learned my lesson. No more saves coming, dang it. Already get this Robux, yeah. Pouch, and I think that's it. Oh, and there's a studded shield that I missed. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. There's a book. Whoa. Book right there. Look, guys. Stealth is fun when you don't get caught. You know, the same is true of real life. It's fun to get away with things as long as you don't get caught. Oh, whoops. All right, an excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Iosefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denir for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. It wasn't Elgin the name of the main character in Honor Among Thieves, since, you know, we're doing a new stream and I have to mention Honor Among Thieves. Despite their protestation to the contrary, it takes no keen eye to see echoes of Bainite philosophy in modern Zentarum practice. A strict militaristic hierarchy where all power flows from the top. Who occupies that position today is the matter of some speculation, for the Black Network's leadership was thought destroyed, along with their headquarters at Zentil Keep in 1383 DR. Yeah, Cat's Grace is really, really, really good. And I'll keep talking about that here in a second. In the following decades, however, a new base of power began to consolidate at the fortress of Darkhold, far to the south. At its center stands the Paraghost, an enigmatic armored figure to whom the Zentarum's rebirth is almost single-handedly attributed. Whoever their leader, it is clear that this new Zentarum have not abandoned plans for domination so much as recalculated their approach. Where once their focus was on the subversion and conquest of nations, the network of today is much more concerned with establishing their stranglehold on the market, a power which crosses borders that are closed to more conventional forces. The Zentarum are really cool. So they are kind of they're kind of the Slytherin house of the organizations in the Sword Coast. They aren't legitimately super extremely evil. I mean, and like players can have the option of joining the Zentarum, but I mean, narratively, they are the Slytherin house, and I mean, there are good Slytherins, absolutely. They're just the people that are attracted to power and are ambitious. I get it. That's like, you know, a lot of people nowadays.
Just another crazy.
But the Zentarum are always like narratively kind of the bad guys when you need them, and I like them a whole lot because they are like the spy organization of the Sword Coast. And if you know me at all, I am a sucker for spy stuff. Glad that he walked all the way around to get that face. All right. I don't know why I did the island. I still had a whole bunch of stuff to do around the edges. I got all distracted by the Zentarum. And incidentally, I have heard the people in this game say Zentarum. I have heard them, and I have made a note to myself saying, all right, this is how you say Zentarum. And I still...
There's a pressure plate in the chair, but I'm missing something.
And even though I made a note of how to pronounce Zentarum, I still have no idea how to say Zentarum. It's either Zentarum or Zentarim or Zentarim or I do not remember. I can never remember. I don't remember. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know how to spell the Z Society. Sorry. All right. The other thing that you can do to decrease the chance that you're going to roll a natural 1 whenever you are pickpocketing is be a halfling. Halflings are amazing choices for race, but amazing choices in particular for being a rogue. And the reason for that is because halflings get a trait called lucky, and lucky, what it means is that whenever you roll a 1, you can re-roll the 1. It's like instant advantage that is always there whenever you roll a 1 on any attack roll or any skill check. It is so good. It is so good. So what that does is if you have Cat's Grace, and if you are a halfling with the lucky trait, instead of having a 1 in 20 chance to roll a 1, you have a 1 in 8,000 chance of rolling a 1, which is ridiculous. And incidentally, this was a puzzle. You notice that there was a pressure plate in the stone chair, but I'm missing something. That's because you need to sit in both of these stone chairs.
Watch how you go.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I did say Z Society, because I'm embarrassed that I don't know how to say it.
Someone there?
Can't afford to stay.
All right, I'm going to have Astarion move over close to that one woman that gives him guidance. And Astarion's going to move forward a smidgen.
A trap.
Nice.
Someone.
Always nice whenever you are, you find a super secret room and it is trapped to heck. So that means that's where the good stuff is. Looks like there's another grate off to the side there that we're going to have to be careful with. That was kind of a low roll, comparatively. All right, Astarion, here we go. Detect.
A trap.
Yeah, nice.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
See, big range there, big range. He rolled a 15 on that last one and a 30 on this one. All right, look at all the stuff. How wonderful. And actually, I didn't do an alt check in this area. Oh, and I need to link that bird back up. I always forget to link the bird back up. All right.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
So now that Astarion's gone through and taken care of everything, we're going to send Nerdad in to collect everything. Potion of Greater Healing, that's going to be good. Potions of healing are absolutely everywhere, but potions of greater healing at this point are a little bit more rare. So it's nice whenever you find one. Studded shield, great sword. Great axe +1. That's some good stuff. Da-da-da. Ah! I didn't hit space! All that talk about hitting space, and I didn't end up doing it. We'll go ahead and do this island first, just because it's a pretty small island, and we can take care of it pretty quick. Alright, chest, what do we got in here? Hey, Gloves of Heroism. When you use your Channel Oath spells, you gain Heroism, and Strength Saving Throws +1. I actually totally forgot that these were coming up. But I did all that talk about like, oh, there's no good gloves for Nerdad. Well, conveniently, they're the Gloves of Heroism. These are really, really good. Heroism is a really great buff. So you receive 5 temporary hit points per turn. Can't be frightened. It does last for like 10 turns, so I do have to be a little bit careful whenever I'm doing this because I do want to. I want to be casting this in combat rather than beforehand. Or more specifically, I should be casting my Channel Oath stuff in combat and not out of combat. And here's kind of where the synergy breaks a little bit. Nerdad's Channel Oath stuff is really good out of combat, but not... He doesn't have really good in-combat stuff. So like the really, really good Channel Oath thing that he has is Healing Radiance. That's just a quick 18 hit points of healing for the entire group if they're positioned right. But he does also have like turn Fey and Fiends. We don't run across those too terribly often. And then there is Nature's Wrath that will allow us to restrain an enemy. Oh, whoops. Oh, no! They got up off the thing because I accidentally hit G to link everybody up. Whoops. Sorry. So Nature's Wrath will restrain an enemy. They cannot move. They will grant advantage, and then their attack rolls and dex saves have disadvantage. This is basically ensnaring, which is just a fantastic buff if you can. But here is the problem with Nerdad. I hardly ever use this because I always want to save my Channel Oaths for Healing Radiance. And maybe I just need to be more open-minded. Maybe I need to be using Nature's Wrath a whole heck of a lot more. But that's the only thing that I would really use his Channel Oath charge in combat for. Let's see. Yeah. It is also nice that Ensnare and Restrain is a strength saving throw. That is not a very common saving throw, and so a lot of things don't have very good strength saving throws. And so it's always worth keeping your eye out for a good use of Nature's Wrath. All right, cool. Let's see what else we got. Metallic gloves, studded shield. All kinds of stuff that we don't need, but we are going to sell a lot of. And see, yep, he is encumbered now. So we're going to go ahead and move these severed body parts off to the side. Oh, and camp supply pack. We can send all of this to camp and free up a lot of space. See, check it out. 272 down to 260. That's a big jump. Move the severed heads over to Shadowheart as well. These go to Shadowheart. This actually should be on Gale anyway, so we'll move those over. All right, and that should do it. That might give him enough space to be able to loot everything in this room. Gilded chest. What do we got in here? Gold and really worthwhile chalice. That's great. Lots of vases. Those gloves of heroism, seriously, those are so good, so good. And I mean, like, obviously because they're a Channel Oath thing, they are meant to be used on a paladin, so it's nice that we have a paladin conveniently leading the party right now. All right, that is it for the Toll Collector Vault. Now I just have to manage to get out of here. So Shadowheart, you're over there. Gale, you're over here. Gale, yes you can, my guy. Let's move Quoth out of the way.
We're a long way from Waterdeep with ease.
Gale is stuck in the wall. Oh no.
My faith
All
will
right,
guide me.
here's what I think we can do. We're gonna move this chest, yeah, on top of that. And see if this works, but yeah, Gale's stuck in the wall. Nope. So this is unfortunate. And it's unfortunate for one very, very particular reason, and that is that Gale can't get out of there. That's unfortunate. The reason that this is kind of a bummer is that we are going to we can get out of here easily, but we have to go to a waypoint. So what we're going to do is we're going to zip back over to the Wider Village. So the bummer part is we have to now walk all the way back up to the Risen Road from here. See, there's a lesson here somewhere, something about finding waypoints beforehand, but I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what the lesson is. So we'll follow this path up to the Risen Road, and finally check out this whole area right here. Oh, you know what? I should have gone to Joaquin's Rest. That's still way quicker. Oh my gosh. Sometimes, you guys. Sometimes.
Would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
It's not a huge boon to zip over to Joaquin's Rest, but that does save us a few extra steps. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. A little bit of a gore content warning here. We'll zip past this as quickly as we can. All right. So now we are going to continue heading in this easterly direction, and actually, we're gonna head like super east, like right down here. So again, there is that cave mouth deep down in there. And as if we didn't have enough traps already in this session, this is going to be the trap episode. I believe that there are lots of traps in that area, but we're going to go check out this side first, and head up here a little bit to the north just to see what's happening in this direction. Oh, and there's the waypoint right there. Dang it. See, I was already here. All I had to do was, like, just look around for a second, and I would have seen it. Dang it.
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Hey, we got a dirt mound here. Nice. Not the best chest ever, but alright, it's fine, I guess. Alright, so here we go. Now we are going to make our way into the cave. Oh, we're so close. So close to 5. I can taste it. Got a little alchemical smorgasbord going on here. Whoa, 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 whoa. And. This is the main cave entrance. I actually do not want to be right here right now. So we're going to not go this direction.
Breathe deep and move.
Oh, where was that other cave entrance that I was looking at then? Let's see. That is not an area that we can go in. Maybe I do not want to create a custom marker there. I mean, I could. Oh, we are. Wanted to take a look at more of the design here. We're through the ground, you guys. Yeah, I do not want to be right there. Because, again, what I'm trying to avoid is having to take on this pretty nasty null camp all by my little lonesome. And there are some guys that we can work with to help us out with this group. Spoiler alert. All right. So here's what we're going to do. There's a fire wine barrel right there, and we really don't need it for anything else, so I'm just going to have a little bit of fun and shoot it with some fire. Because it goes exploding. Alright, I'm also going to have
Whatever it takes.
some guidance tossed on Astarion so that he can be point man here.
Don't touch me.
Or point vampire. I don't know.
Moving.
A trap.
Yep, here we go.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Again, this is the trap episode, you guys. Oh, critical fail. That's rough. That's super rough. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and roll inspiration. You can only have 4 inspiration points at a time, so if I'm maxed out, I will use it. This is not my ideal idea of using inspiration on a check that was... What in the world? Using inspiration on something that was clearly not, you know, too big of a deal. Hey, get up there. I want that. I want that wooden chest. Oh, we can have Nerdad climb up there.
Mind. And, well, in it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Be careful.
More traps. Tons of traps in this area. So actually, that wasn't the paladin. I had Astarion do the firebolt to set stuff on fire. So again, plausible deniability on the paladin. It wasn't him that was doing it. It was Astarion, and Nerdad can't control what's going on with the vampire in his party. Oh, he can just jump right on up there. Okay, cool. Hey, lots of good stuff down there. That's great. Let's have him move, and hopefully he can. Oh, hopefully he can jump down without. Oh, Gale.
Nearest library.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast Featherfall on the group so that he can get down safe. Poison Ray goes out, and Featherfall goes in. Actually, is that close enough that he can get Nerdad? Yeah. Cool. And now Nerdad can jump down safely. The paladin, he can't control what's going on. He's very much a proponent of freedom of choice. Like he lets people choose how they're going to behave, and then if they use that agency to make bad decisions, he can't control that. And never mind the fact that it's all the same mouse controlling the paladin and controlling the vampire assassin rogue. It's all we can't control that. We can't control that. All right, let's And if you guys hear, there is a whole bunch of like noise and events happening like off to the side. So we do need to get over there pretty quick so that things don't die unexpectedly. Yeah, you throw those explosives.
Get over here and help! If we don't deal with them gnolls, none of us are getting out of here alive.
He's not a rogue. I know. Oh no, it's Astarion! Oh no! That's fine. It's fine. I don't need to do this persuasion check. There's another way out. Follow me. I'll deal with the gnolls. All right, hold the line while I prepare for battle. We will do that one.
Aye, that we can do. The fire won't hold them forever, though. Be quick about it.
I'm on it, man. I'm on it.
When the fighting starts, we'll be right alongside you.
And here is my hope, of course, that we'll be able to get level 5 after the end of this fight. Oh wow. Hey, that was XP that I wanted, dude. Yeah. Oh crud! I really don't have too much time to get people into position. But that's what we're gonna try to do anyway.
Has to come first.
Oh, yep. Here we go. So, oh, that was Gale that hit initiative. Oh, dang. That was explodey. What the crud? All right, that's fine. We are now in combat. We're gonna scooch him forward a bit. Oh, yeah. He couldn't hide. I guess because he's not a rogue.
What comes now?
We'll get Shadowheart going though.
I see a way.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I did not expect Gale to be the first one here, but we're gonna get some Grease action going, because look at that. We have a whole bunch of guys perfectly lined up for Grease. So here we go. Oh, nice! Burn on all of them. Heck yes. These guys were all ranged, so this isn't a huge boon to me. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this on fire here in a little bit. Not at the moment, but here pretty soon.
Take the leader down! We'll try to hold the rest back!
Got it, my guy. You might want to get out of the fire. Yes, climb up the burning ladder. Dude, what are you doing? Get out of the fire, weirdo. Oof. That was not good. That was not good. Man, I knew I shouldn't have had all of my guys clustered up like that. That was a very, very effective hit from a guy who's kind of a jerk. All right. So this is really, really difficult to figure out, like, where I actually have my my stealth available, because the buddies that I have here are also providing these sight lines. So I'm not even going to try to do stealth. I'm just going to... Are they in range? Yeah, they're in range. Yeah, okay. Here it is. First turn. Ooh, 50% chance to hit. That's not super good. I'm not happy about that. Maybe I should go into stealth. You know what? Astarion has a little... Like, he has really, really good movement. I'm going to see if... Outside of this line of sight, if I still have a clear shot, which, no, I the heck do not. All right. Gosh. Man. This is not ideal. I have to go through the acid again. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I can just fire from here. 50% chance to hit. I'm not happy about that. I am happy about that. However, that is exactly what I wanted. All right, he goes to the acid again. That's fine. That's fine. And he is going to... What do we got? Yeah, we'll shoot this guy. Well, actually... Oh, that is a boss. That's a boss. That's a boss. So I don't like Astarion working on bosses at the beginning. I would much rather have him cut down all the extra stuff around and have him take care of all that. So I'm gonna save my bonus action for this guy, because my bonus action doesn't do as much damage, and he's only got 11 hit points. So I'm gonna try to take this guy out. So close, man. So close. Red. I think. Well, I'll just leave him there. I'll try to take out this Null Hunter. You know what I should have done? I should have moved him up the ladder first. I'll go ahead and do that. He will... Oh yeah, and he's still got... he still has the fire resistance on from when we hit Joaquin's Rest earlier in the day. That's great. I was worried about him taking like a couple points of damage and maybe burning the ladder, but no, he's immune to burning. It feels like Joaquin's Rest was forever ago. But that has been all the same day. That is really weird. My water bottle just like exploded on me. That guy gets up. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, dang, man. Did he go down? Oh, he did go down. Oh my gosh. Oh man, this is not going super well. I like having both of these guys up to help with taking care of all this stuff. This guy is soul numb. We're going to take a quick look at that. So they can't take bonus actions or reactions. This thing can be triggered on these guys at a distance. I do not want that to happen, especially on Astarion. I need his bonus actions to do a whole bunch of extra damage. And actually, Rugen is doing pretty badly. This might not be super great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have Nerdad get all the way up here, and he is going to dip his little weapon in some fire, and then he is going to smack this hyena all the way down. Yes. Oh, and I use his bonus action to dip, so he can't jump across. That's fine, I guess. Shadowheart can totally do that, however. Ooh, that's a lot of guys, though. I want to kind of pin these guys down, so I would like to take out the Null Hunter. But yeah, I need to pin these guys down. And this is pretty wonderful. So because Shadowheart has this hunting shortbow, she does have advantage against monstrosity type enemies, which, hey, conveniently enough, all them people is. So you know what? Actually, what I might do... Wait, what? Oh. She's going to have disadvantage on that because she's currently threatened. If you're threatened and you try to do a melee attack range, you're going to get disadvantage. So it is... Let me go over advantage and disadvantage. So we can see here up in the top where it says filler monsters, that means disadvantage. She is also threatened, which means... Filler monsters is advantage. Threatened is disadvantage. No matter how many sources of disadvantage you have and how many sources of advantage, if you have any advantage and any disadvantage, they just neutralize out. It's a regular roll. So what we're going to do instead is we will just do a straight up attack here. And I'd really like a way to be able to do a little extra damage because she's not going to be able to take this guy out in one turn unless we're really lucky with the attack roll. That's where we're at, though. Yeah, only 9 damage. It's close. It was going to be close. This is the guy I am super concerned about. Oh, and Rugen only has 1 HP left. I think I'm going to throw a potion on him. Oh, no, he has 5 HP left. Even still, I'm going to want to talk to him afterwards. We're going to go ahead and toss a potion on him. Gale does so much. Hey, where did the bird go? Did I lose the bird? When did I lose the bird? Somebody tell me in chat when I lost the bird. I'm super upset about that now. All right, we will go ahead and toss the potion in between these two so that they both get benefit from it. So, hi-ya! Okay, cool. And again, I really want to talk to Count Rugen here. Yeah, we'll leave it. That worked out really, really well. Thanks, my guy. I appreciate it. Okay. So Astarion is still, like, in wide view of absolutely everybody. And maybe what would have been smart is if I had come back behind with Astarion and then, like, we could have, like, pincered him. I know, I didn't realize the bird was gone either. I was just like, wait a minute, it should be the bird's turn, but bird's gone. My suspicion is that it was down here whenever the guy threw the acid on it, and the bird can't handle, you know, having acid tossed on it. It only has 1 HP, so any guaranteed damage, and it is out. All right, what are we going to do with Astarion here? 55% chance to hit is just not good. It's just not good. If I scooch back and get him out of visual range, it is He's gonna be a little outside of range. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna go ahead and try this. This is gonna sacrifice a little bit of damage. Oh, but he can shoot them from here. Oh, how fascinating. Excellent. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. All right. So this is the most inefficient thing that you can do in strategy games like this. The absolute best thing you can do to prevent damage from being done is take guys out. Like, knock them the heck out. So the fact that I have 2 enemies right now that both have 1 HP is just the worst. It's just the worst. So yeah, there's nothing else I can do. What I will do though is I will stay out of line of sight to get ready for next round. Gale is doing okay on HP, and he can take a hit right now. So the Null Hunter rolled a 17. He needed 17 to hit. Gale has shield that will increase his AC by 5. It is a reaction, so that'll prevent him from taking damage. But he's actually sitting really good on HP. We are about to do a long rest, so this doesn't really matter too much. So I'll let him take the hit. Hey, and that guy was in fire, so he deaded. And Nerdad finally gets to jump in the fire? There we go. I hate wasting an attack like this on such a dinky guy, but you know what? That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Let me see if he's got a bonus action that we can burn. Nope, sure doesn't. Alright, fine. Oof. What was that explosion? Where'd that come from? What we are going to do, however, is we're going to get up here and try to lock this guy down a little bit. So that he's not threatened. He's going to have disadvantage on his attack rolls, and he won't be able to move too much. And we'll have Shadowheart take care of these little hyenas off to the side. Oh, and I should have dipped Shadowheart's weapon. So let's do that.
This will make things interesting.
Hopefully this... Oh. Wow. Okay. It's a pretty good chance to hit, and she did not hit. I'm a little disappointed in you, Shadowheart. Yeah, I was gonna say, give me that opportunity attack. Heck yes. All right. Let me see what we got here. Festering Frenzy. This guy's going to be frenzied next turn, which is like rage, so we gotta be careful of that. Aura of Bloodthirst. Any creatures nearby with Rampage trait can make a bite attack as a bonus action. This is pretty nasty too, but I think we've taken care of just about everything except this hyena down here. Ooh, can't be disarmed. That stinks. And he does 5 bludgeoning damage whenever he misses an attack. Jeez. This guy is pretty tough, and I'm not super happy about where we're at. Tasha's Hideous Laughter only has a 40% chance to do anything to him. Man, oh man, oh man. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and do Firebolts from range. And try to burn him down. Haha, burn him down. We're going to try to burn him down as fast as we can. But you know what? Actually, this is our last fight of the day. We're going to go ahead and try to get Tasha's Hideous Laughter because that'll be great if we can. That'll be great if we can get it, which we did. I'm really happy that hit. I really needed that to hit. Heck yes. Hyena's still up. Oh, it's because Shadowheart didn't hit him. That's right. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and have Astarion do his bonus attack on this hyena. We're going to try to take this out. Yeah, because Hyena goes first and then Shadowheart, so I don't want him to have another turn. Why didn't that connect? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? Critical hit on 5 HP. I don't like how that turned out.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
All right. So now, man, I really want to burn a potion of speed to get an extra attack in here, but I'm trying to save my potions of speed for, again, whenever I hit level 5 and can, you know, do multi attacks. And it's too late in the fight, really, to be pulling out potions of speed, so we're not going to do that. I will, however... I'm not going to do a pommel strike. We'll just do a flat out. We'll make it bleed. Make it bleed. Y'all saw that, right? You saw what happened? All right, let's go ahead and pommel attack him. Since that didn't... Oh, man.
Talk to me.
Not happy with this so far. All right, Shadowheart, you're here to save the day. Let's get you striking this guy. Here we go. Y'all are seeing what's happening here, right? 2 attacks with advantage. Both of them miss. At least he still has a bunch of hideous laughter left to go. One of the cool things with Tasha's hideous laughter is that it's only whenever this guy takes damage that he can try to do a saving throw against it. So that means that you can kind of, like, if this were a chaotic fight, you had tons of, like, pretty hefty guys, you could do Tasha's hideous laughter on one guy and leave him, like, basically out of the fight as long as you don't touch him. But whenever you do decide to touch him, you will have enormous damage output. Man, oh man. All right, Gil. I'm gonna go ahead and do... Yeah, it was just his turn, so we're gonna have a full set of turns. What is happening? Gosh. No one can hit anything. Arrest them? Who are you talking to, guy? All right.
Well, so much for peace.
So these guys have advantage. We're going to go ahead and have him attack first. 11, hooray.
Can't afford to let up.
Man. Blinded, though. Okay. It's not going to be super useful because, you know, Tasha's hideous laughter is still up. But whenever the end of this round happens and he's able to jump back up, because he's probably going to succeed on his saving throws. Just kind of going with how the fight's going so far. He's going to succeed on his saving throw. He'll be able to get back up, but he will still be blinded, so this will be nice. Oh, and Astarion has advantage now because he's blinded. See, normally ranged attacks do not have advantage because it's only... Hey, nice. It is only... If something is prone, only melee characters get advantage against it. So, that's why Tasha's hideous laughter is not my favorite thing, because I do a lot of ranged with Astarion, and he's the one that I want with advantage.
What should I do?
All right. Is everybody burned out? Oh, I still have a bonus action on Astarion. Cool. Why am I missing all my advantage shots?
Blood comes easy these days.
And he's out of action. This guy has a lot of potential to do it and a lot of enormous damage. So same deal, he's blinded. We're just gonna try to burn him down as quick as possible. That just was not a very good hit. Yeah, at least the NPC did a little bit here. All right. Oh man, here we go. This is it. Yeah. And he see that? We got the level up. Heck yes. All right.
And these things
We're going to go ahead and loot and talk to this guy first. And then we'll go ahead and do the level up. Take care of all that. And Starian did not level up. My guy. My guy. He's the one I wanted to level up. Confound it.
Yes. I'm done.
Oh, no.
Can't
Stop
wait
that.
to
Stop that.
sleep.
Had a Starian as my control character, and I did not want that. This is a pretty cool flail. So it is it's like a little vampiric weapon. So it vampiric. It does heal the wielder every time you use it, but they have a chance of going mad if they come on. If you don't keep hitting an enemy. And that means that if you miss attacks, you have a chance of going mad. In madness, you are hostile to everyone in the vicinity, which can be utter disaster. It is also a +2 weapon, which is, again, just incredible. But this potential to go mad is so dangerous. So dangerous. But check this out. We got a Mind Flayer Parasite specimen off of this guy. So this guy was a true soul. We're going to be using all these Mind Flayer Parasite specimens eventually here. But because of this fight, we end up with a pretty wonderful number of hyena ears.
On my way.
Which, again, we always want for making potions of speed. Whoops. 2 hyena ears on that guy. We are rolling in it. I'll go ahead and grab that as well. Lots of good stuff. Speedy reply. When the wielder hits an enemy with this weapon, they gain momentum for 2 turns. That is pretty cool. This might be a good one to toss onto Astarion. Not a big fan of that. And a hand crossbow, that's nice. Astarion has 1 hand crossbow +1 and 1 hand crossbow. Cranberry sauce warning, I know, right? This guy really liked peanut butter and jelly, but what happened to all the peanut butter? Ooh, and hyena ear just laying on the ground. I actually should have Astarion do all this looting since he is immune to fire right now.
Hello.
And he's level 4.
Let's be quick.
Oh, whoops. I'm going the wrong way. Lots and lots and lots of hyena ears. All right. So, what we're going to do is we are going to talk to Dude Face here. And actually, you know what? I am going to go ahead and level up. We'll go ahead and take care of that right now. I am so bugged that Astarion is not level 5 yet. That really stinks. All right. So, we get another level 2 spell slot, another level 1 spell slot, and this is the big one. This is extra attack. Oh, this is also significant because this is, you gain 2 level 2 spell slots. This is when level 2s are unlocked for paladins as level 5. This is such an amazing level for paladins. We also get some oath spells. We get Misty Step, which is an awesome spell. And then we also get Moonbeam, call down a beam of light that damages any creature that enters the beam or starts its turn in the light. And then you can use an action to move this beam into a different location. And it will last for a good... I don't see how long this lasts. It might be indefinite for concentration. Or based on concentration. I don't know. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Moonbeam's a fun spell. I'd rather just smack him in the face and use my spell slots on Divine Smite, because you can do a lot of damage that way. All right, prepared spells. We are going to go ahead and do Branding Smite, because that is just flat out extra damage. We're definitely not doing protection from poison, because we don't need that. Magic Weapon is another really, really good one. This is +1 to attack and damage rolls. It is until long rest, but it is concentration. Because it is concentration, I'm not going to use it for this sort of long resty thing. For whatever reason, I'm way more chill with using concentration spells that are 10 turns rather than until long rest, because I anticipate that I'm going to lose my concentration on a paladin. So that means that I want to go Nova a little bit more on these concentration spells, which is Branding Smite, because that's an extra 2d6 radiant damage, whereas this one is just an additional 1. So Branding Smite, it is. And we'll keep all the level 1 spells in place. I like all these level 1 spells. That extra attack, though, you guys, that's the business. That is the business. And as I mentioned last episode, level 5 is also when we get our level 3 spells. So we're going to take a little bit of time and talk about the level 3 spells. So as a life cleric, she is going to get Revivify, or however you want to say this. This will resurrect a dead character. This isn't super useful to have in Baldur's Gate 3. It's really, really important to have if you're playing tabletop D&D. But in Baldur's Gate 3, not as important, just because we have so many scrolls of Revivify that we can burn. So this is a wasted free preparation. But Beacon of Hope is incredible. So allies will regain the maximum hit points possible when they are healed. They also gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. Again, just really, really great spell if you know you're about to do a ton of healing or you're in a desperate situation. And not only that, but as a life cleric, she gets a ton of extra healing anyway. This is a great spell. So let's talk about the other spells that we have got here. Animate Dead. You can create an undead servant from a corpse. This is pretty cool. I haven't really used it too much in Baldur's Gate 3, but in tabletop D&D, it's a wonderful, wonderful spell. But it does raise a few eyebrows when you come in with your zombie servant into a town. At least in tabletop D&D. I don't know how it works in Baldur's Gate 3. Bestow Curse is the opposite of Remove Curse, but you can put a curse that will... I'll just read it. The curse either bestows disadvantage on checks and saving throws or attacks, unless you deal additional damage to the target or robs it of its actions. This is a complex spell with lots of options. All of them really good. So bestow curses is pretty great. Daylight. Enchant an item to shine like the sun or summon a sphere of sunlight that dispels all darkness around it. It is not concentration, and the daylight lasts until long rest, but items can only be enchanted with daylight for 20 turns. It has its uses, not my favorite thing in the world. Feign Death is kind of interesting. Put an ally in a protective coma, and they become resistant to all damage except for psychic damage. And then disease and poison have no effect. It's basically like stasis for your allies. The one thing that you can do that is kind of a nasty trick with Feign Death is whenever you are dealing with a vendor and you get them up into the green range where they are, considered your bestie, you can then cast Feign Death on them because they are considered your best friend. And whenever they are Feign Death and in that stasis protective coma thing, you can pickpocket them as much as you want, and if you fail, they won't notice anything because they can't, because they're in a coma. Glyph of Warding is a pretty cool spell. It's basically a landmine. Mass Healing Word. This is a great healing spell. You can heal up to 6 allies, which is interesting because you typically only have 4 in your party total, but it will also include people that are hyper friendly with you. Not a whole lot of healing, but it is wonderful in a pinch. And again, it is a bonus action. So if you are having a rough time and things are just looking nasty, this can bring you back from the brink in one cast. Protection from energy, you give a creature resistance to basically spell damage of your choice. Not like psychic, not like force, but yeah, other stuff. I mean, it's okay. It's not great. It does last indefinitely as long as concentration exists. You can take it or leave it. It's situational. It's got its uses. You remove curse will remove curses and hexes affecting a target. We know that one from wizards. Speak with Dead. We very much know this spell. We have cast it, I think, 500 billion hojillion times so far. And then Spirit Guardians. This is the business right here. Call forth spirits to protect you, and nearby enemies take radiant damage or necrotic damage per turn, and their movement speed is halved. And even if they save against the damage, they still take half. The disadvantage, though, guys, we have to watch out for this. The caster can't become invisible while concentrating on this spell. I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to have Shadowheart be invisible. Maybe if she were still like a trickery domain cleric, but those days are long gone. Spirit Guardians is incredible. It is such a good spell. The damage output on this is just insane. It lasts for a long time. It's just fantastic. And not only that, but you can kind of trigger the damage by popping on Spirit Guardians and just walking through a group of enemies, and it'll trigger damage on all of them. Great spell. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off protection from energy, and we are going to pop Spirit Guardians the heck on, if I can find it. There we go. Really happy about that. I am probably going to also put on, at very least, mass healing word. So what are we going to take off? We'll take off Bane. Yeah. Okay, because again, mass healing word is really, really good in an emergency situation. You're not going to use it all the time. Absolutely not going to use it all the time, but those times when you do need it, it's wonderful to have. And Gale. All right, let me look at the chart. Let me see what we're going to need here. So level 3 wizard spells are the business, and we're gonna talk about these at length here. Animate Dead we kind of already talked about with the cleric. Bestow Curse, same deal. Blink is fascinating, man. Okay, so at the end of your turn, roll a d20. On 11 or higher, you vanish into the ethereal plane, and while you're there, you cannot be harmed or seen in this world. And when you do vanish, your presence here is a representation of the location you will come back to, and you can choose to teleport it up to 20 feet. So half of your turns for the duration of this 10 turns, and this is not a concentration spell, and it's just a flat-out 10 turns. Every single one of those turns, you have half of a chance to just disappear off of the grid, and then you come back up to 20 feet away from where you started. Just a free teleport. So it's like a very short Misty Step half of the time, and half of that time you are also immune to damage. So this is an emergency, like, emergency wild magic safety lever. I don't know. All right. Counterspell is possibly the most important spell in this entire game. Counterspell is exactly what it sounds like. You cast this as a reaction to prevent a spell from being cast. If the spell that you are counterspelling is higher, then you do have to make a like basically an intelligence check for Gale. And the check's difficulty is equal to 10 plus the level of the spell that you are trying to counter. That is not that hard to hit unless we're talking about like crazy high spells, which we're not going to be subject to at this point in the game. Counterspell, the reason that it is so good is you have to consider it in terms of what available actions do you have and what actions are you preventing. every time you counterspell something that is a higher spell slot than what counterspell is, so anything that's 4 and above, you are gaining a profit spell slot for spell slot. Even counterspelling like a level 3 spell is an equal exchange of spell slots. So this is so good. So good. And incidentally, we do not have a counterspell scroll, so that will absolutely be one that we're taking. Fear, another pretty good spell. Targets drop everything, and everybody overreads that first part, but they drop everything. So if they're holding a really great weapon, it gets dropped. You can come by, pick it up, and if they were relying on that weapon for all their damage, they are just hosed at that point. And then they become fearful, which means that they have disadvantage on ability check and attack rolls. If the target ends their turn where they can't see you, they can make another saving throw to shake off their fear. The only problem that I have with fear is that it is only 2 turns. And I mean, 2 turns is big. 2 turns is a significant amount of time. But it is a level 3 spell, and there are just so many other fantastic spells to be had at this level. Feign Death we talked about. Fireball. This is the classic level 3 spell. I always say I never take pure damage spells on Wizard. There are very few exceptions, and Fireball is one of them. The reason being for this is that Fireball does an obscene amount of damage. That is 8 to 48 damage on cast of a Fireball. And it is AoE, so you shoot it into an area and it explodes, just doing ridiculous, crazy amounts of damage. Fireball, if you're going to pick a single damage spell, Fireball is the one to go with the possible exception of Sleet Storm. Because Sleet Storm, that's actually not a damage spell either. I take it back. Fly gives you the ability to fly. We do have that scroll, so we're not going to worry about that. And gaseous form, we were actually talking about that just a second ago. This will transform you into a cloud that is tiny. It can fit through small openings. It's very, very hard to damage. And it also gets advantage on Dex, Strength, and Con saving throws. This is a protective spell, but it also has some good out-of-combat stuff. Like it'll allow you to pass through jail doors. It'll allow you to go through those burrows. So really, really good spell. It's super situational. Use it when you can. Glyph of Warding is the landmine. Haste is the other spell that is absolutely essential for level 3. Haste, this is the exact condition that drinking a potion of speed will do. And because there are so many potions of speed and it's so easy to make potions of speed in Baldur's Gate 3, haste isn't as important. And not only that, but potions of speed can be used to hasten multiple people at a time if you throw it on the ground. So haste kind of takes a little bit of a backseat to it, but the one advantage that haste has by far over a potion of speed is that a potion of speed is only 3 turns and haste is 10 turns. And that is significant because when the condition ends, you become lethargic and you lose a turn. You just flat out lose a turn. And I've said it before, but 10 turns is more than enough time to finish any encounter in this game. So that will basically prevent the lethargic from ever hitting you. So it's kind of a question of, do you want 3 turns of haste on like 3 to 4 of your party members because you're throwing the potion of speed on the ground, or do you want 10 turns of haste on a single individual? It's hard to make that call, but my preference is on using a potion of speed and just throwing it on the ground. Hypnotic Pattern. This is another pretty darn good spell. So you hypnotize creatures, which means that they cannot do basically anything on their turn. It's roughly equivalent to the lethargic. Very, 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 very good condition. Let's see. So you hypnotize creatures that can see the pattern. They cannot attack you. They cannot move or act. And yeah, interestingly, this spell can be cast while you are silenced. I don't see that as being a super important thing too much at this point in the game, but it is there just in case we need it. Lightning Bolt is another really, really good spell. Call forth the blast of lightning that hits all creatures in the line of the eruption. It's just basically you shoot stuff in a straight line, and it does damage. And if you notice, lightning bolt does the same amount of damage as fireball does. This is just explodey in a circle, and this is line damage. Really, it really just depends on the situation that you need it. But we do have a scroll of lightning bolt that we can use to learn that from. Protection from energy we talked about. Remove curse we talked about. Sleet storm, really, really good spell again. But this will just completely mess up the concentration of any spellcasters that are inside the sleet storm. It does douse fire, and it creates an icy surface, which can be used for all kinds of fun status effects or extra damage, that sort of thing. So, like if you use water on top of an icy surface, then the thing that was inside there will become brittle and will take extra damage from like thunder and force spells, I believe. It's kind of hard to set this up because you have to get them on ice. You have to. I might be thinking about that wrong. I'll double check on that. Remind me to talk about that later, and I'll talk to you guys about brittle. All right, next up we have got slow. Slow is the opposite of haste. So movement and actions are affected. Their AC and dexterity saves are reduced by 2. This is a fine spell. It's okay. The real advantage to slow, it's not as potent as you would expect the opposite of haste to be, but the really cool thing is that this is, again, 10 turns, and you can target up to 6 creatures with it. So that right there is super potent. Not my favorite thing in the world, but it is good. Stinking Cloud creates a cloud of gas so nauseating it prevents creatures from taking actions. This is a wonderful spell. Very, very good spell. It is a Constitution save, which a lot of creatures have really high of. But, you know, hey, it's fine. It's got a really good range, 60 feet, and then it does create a 20 feet radius Stinking Cloud, which is pretty big. So this is a really good spell. Really good spell. Vampiric Touch, this is just straight up damage. You hit them with this, and it heals you for half of what you did damage for. And then you can use it again for 10 turns without expending a spell slot. It's okay. It's okay. The damage isn't great. It's good for healing, but again, there's so many healing potions in this game, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to take Counterspell. We're going to take Fireball. And we are absolutely going to equip Fireball. We are absolutely going to equip Counterspell. And we are good for now. All right. So that is us having leveled up, and with that, again, I am so upset that Astarion does not have level 5 yet.
No time to rest.
We'll get it eventually, I guess. All right, let's talk to this guy.
I need a quick word.
Thank the gods that's over. Wish you'd been with us when the beasts attacked on the road. Might have been more survivors. I don't suppose you saw any of my crew alive out there.
No, it is a grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow.
No, he
Prison
did not
road's
like
more
that.
dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Eltergard's a long way from here. Where are you headed? I'll stay friendly so long as you head over all your goods.
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo
Seems
to
everybody's
deliver,
going there.
but we've a stop to make along the way.
Let's see, where's that? What are you transporting? And maybe I should come so you don't get waylaid again.
Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts
That's
hadn't
what you
jumped us.
think.
Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
So this is why I wanted to come in this area before we investigated that little shack behind Joaquin's Rest, because I wanted that. I wanted that code word phrase. Joaquin's Rest has been burned to the ground. And what's in the chest? Your cargo? No, it's not hospitality. I want its coin. And then detect thoughts. Might actually be pretty good. I'll do Joaquin's Rest has been burned to the ground. I like detect thoughts, but it is a little iffy because if you fail, they could potentially get hostile and or upset, or it could change the outcome. And Nerdad is just not good at wisdom saving throws. So yeah, Joaquin's Rest has been burned to the ground.
Damn it. Nowhere safe anymore. Doesn't change the plan, though. We'll head over there and check for survivors.
What's in the chest, your cargo?
Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Tarenths.
Tarenths are the currency of the Zentarim, a network of merchants and mercenaries with few scruples.
See, she said it. Zentarim. I gotta remember that. Zentarim. Y'all help me in chat to remember Zentarim so that I don't say that word like horrifically mispronounced. Let's see. Paladin, you're Zent. I'll wager more than just your crew have died over these baubles. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Paladin, yeah.
You know who we are. Very clever. And you probably also know it's not smart to interfere with Zent business. This is the point when a clever lad like you accepts my gratitude and walks away.
Let's see. Paladin Intimidation. You serve your oath to the Zent impressively, but I'm afraid I'll be taking the cargo now. No, this is the point where I stop asking and start cutting. That's not as eloquent as number 3 here, but okay, this is your employer's mess, but we can profit. Let's sell the cargo ourselves. Yeah, we're doing the Paladin one. Heck yes. Oh, I don't get my guidance bonus. Still nailed it. Still nailed it.
Fine. No need for more violence. I'll tell my associates everything was lost in the ambush. The chest's all yours. Damn thing's sealed tighter than a duke's purse strings. So there's no point in trying to open it. And no hard feelings, you hear? I'd have done the same if I were you. Business at the end of a blade is still business.
Oh, it's a great line.
Ruthless bastard like you could make a name for yourself in the Zentarim. Make sure to drop by our hideout.
See, I love the Zentarim. I really, really do. They're just like they're jerks, and they're sneaky, and they're underhanded, but at the same time, man, like they just got pressured out of, the cargo that they were hired to do, and his only thought is, dude, you'd be a good recruit for the Zentarim. It's great. It's great. I'm down. I'm down. All right, let's go ahead and start looting stuff, yo. Oh, actually, we need to talk to Ollie. Oh, and he is free game to loot as well. My guy, don't walk through the acid.
No traps, please.
And we're gonna go ahead and do some speak with dead on this guy. Man, green-eyed Gale looks even better inside of a cave.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you transporting?
Chest. Locked. Dangerous.
What happened to you?
Ambush.
Oh.
Noise.
I know that. I know that. Where were you heading?
Hideout. Beneath Joaquin's Rest.
Who are you?
Ollie. Zentarim agent.
All right. 4 questions. We're done. Cool stuff. All this stuff is not touchable. Alchemist's Fire is. Oh, gotta be careful. Gale is the guy that is in the lead, and I don't want that.
Blood. No, never mind.
All right. So let's check out this area around here. We are going to absolutely take care of this caravan strongbox. But I want to loot the entire area first.
What's in here? Don't mind if I do.
Here is another kind of nice thing.
I'm ready.
Because everybody leveled up to level 5 and it's a great comment. Should we describe the dead people as deadly instead of lifelessly? It's a good point. No, since everybody leveled up to level 5, we have got new spell slots, and for most people, I think it's 2 spell slots each. And it's 2 level 3 spell slots. Oh, and Nerdad did get an extra level 1 spell slot, so we're just like rolling in spell slots right now. Jeez. Okay. We can delay that long rest a little bit longer. Heck yes. Oh, whoops. Again, if you click and drag, you can move this stuff around. So let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. And we'll take a look at that chest after we have grabbed everything that we can in this area. Bedroll. Oh, there's a backpack. I didn't see that. All right. Backpack over there. Got that one. Open Heresy. Let's go ahead and read this. Few recognize Shar as a goddess of creation or Selûne as a god of destruction, yet both are true. Born in the primordial ebb and flow of time, they forged Abir Toril together, and Chantea, mother of life, sprung into existence. Light and dark hung in perfect balance, embraced by Shar, enlightened by Selûne. Yet their creations were cold and distant, and Chantea prayed for warmth. This simple request divided the sisters, driving them into conflict, but it was Selûne that forced true flame into Abir Toril, sparking the sun. How could Shar not be harmed by such a betrayal, forced to war against both the light of the sun and the light of the moon? As the goddesses tore each other asunder, they formed new gods and new conflicts, all for the sake of a little warmth. The lesson is this: to put selfish comforts over the fate of existence is folly. To those who understand, the Lady of Loss is always listening. I'm surprised whenever I read stuff like this that Shadowheart isn't like, yeah, let's talk. Oh,
This place is trapped.
got a trap there. So, Astarion, you are up, my guy. Ooh, can't reach. Okay. All right. Let's move everybody back here.
Watch your back.
And then Astarion moves in. Let's pick up this bucket, too. Is that a bag I can... Oh, yeah. See? Missed that burlap sack. Ridiculous. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to move this just out of the way. That way I can get in here. Ooh! An 11! That was kind of a bad roll. Yeah, he rolled a 2. Jeez, man. But it is kind of cool that he rolled a 2 and still succeeded on the check. Oh, that's just a crate. We don't need that. Burlap sack. Burlap sack. And here we go. Let's lockpick some stuff. See, 24 is what I was expecting. All right, Scroll of Shatter and Reason's Grasp. So when the wearer chooses to end their rage, they gain 15 temporary hit points. This is awesome. This is such a good pair of barbarian gloves. Completely worthless for everybody else, but really good barbarian gloves. And we'll go ahead and move this back into place, or at least out of the way, I guess. All right. So there is just a little section over here. I'm going to have Nerdad jump over there and grab all of the junk in these trunks.
They're watching me.
Oh, that's locked. Not ideal. Not ideal. I could just have Nerdad smash it. We'll just do that. Yeah, my lockpick is 8 feet long. Yeah, gold and onyx. Cool. Totally worth it. Totally worth it, you guys.
All right.
That was cool watching him jump. Just zoop. Okay. So here's what we're going to do.
Careful, I bite.
Starian
Watch the shadows.
is going to come over here.
You're
Gale
ripe with magic.
is going to chill out right here. Actually. I might move Gale over to the side here. No, I'll just keep him here. That puts him still kind of within range. Although actually, I'm gonna need Astarion to head down here and lockpick this.
A long way to go still.
Shadowheart goes down here.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Nerdad goes
Right
down
on my
here.
feet.
If it looks like I'm setting up for a fight, it's because I am.
Venture forth.
All right,
Someone there.
Astarion, here you go, my guy.
Should be easy.
20. Nope. We have so many thieves' tools. We're absolutely going to be able to get this. Yeah. All right. Oh, 60 XP is so close. He just needs 14 XP. Dang it. Oh, man. Wonder if there's anything we can do here to get a little extra XP. Maybe going to Joaquin's Rest and getting in here will get us the XP that we want. But jeez. Oh man. I'm looking around the map for like XP opportunities, and I'm not seeing them. But man, I can't. Ugh. I might just go to Joaquin's Rest. But what we're gonna do
Is that blood? No, never mind.
is we're gonna go ahead and open this up. And here's what's going on. So there's thieves' tools, which hey replaces the one that we were just lost. There's some gold, and there's also an iron flask. So iron flasks. Well, okay, we'll take it all. And let's put the iron flask on Gale. And, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Gale.
Lost
And
in
we're going to
thought.
have Gale examine this thing.
Decorated with a grinning face, this cold iron flask is sealed with a brass stopper.
We're going to investigate the flask. That's why I wanted Gale to have this, because I knew it was going to be a... oh, crit. Hey, actually, Funnystein, that's a really good point. That's like a goblin or two. And we could easily take some of those out without alerting the entire camp. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Disguised among the decorative elements, you notice a familiar arcane engraving. This is a powerful magical item, capable of trapping and holding a creature. The sealed stopper suggests it is inhabited.
It's a genie bottle. All right. All right. So yeah, Funny Sign in the chat had the recommendation of let's go continue on with Goblin Genocide. We'll so we'll head over to the Blighted Village. And we'll look for an adequate target that is pretty isolated from everyone, so not these three. I think there's one like up on the roof up here. Oh, there's two right there. Yeah, nothing super isolated. What about these? There were some guards, but I think there are two of them. So here is the deal. Oh, actually, there's this guy right here. Yeah. I think this is our target right here.
Very, very quiet.
All right, my guy. We are out of
Move unseen.
sight range. So let's go ahead and take this guy out. And there's the level up. All right. And nobody is the wise. None the wiser. Awesome. So let's go ahead and jump back over to the Risen Road. Man, Funny Stein, that was a fantastic suggestion. Just the best suggestion ever. And I feel good about life again. That's great. All right, Ranger level 5. So same deal. Same deal as the Paladin. Gets an extra level 1 spell slot and unlocks 2 level 2 spell slots. So we're gonna have a total of 3 spell slots that we're gonna be able to use between. Well, Astarian's gonna have 3 spell slots, and so is Nerdad. In addition to the however many that Cleric and Wizard get. Gain to spell spells. He also gets Misty Step, which again, Misty Step is such a good spell. All right. So level 5. We don't really have like a good, like a set of necessary spells that we need to take here. Enhanced Sleep is a good option, but not super good, because we can do Enhanced Sleep on Gale. That's not too big of a deal. And I believe that's a ritual spell too, so it's not going to burn up spell slots. So yeah, we can switch that out at any time. Oh, actually, let's just go through. We haven't gone through the Ranger level 2 spells. Let's go through this. So Barkskin increases the armor class up to 16. This is like a super upgraded version of Mage Armor, but the cost that Mage Armor does not have is that it is a concentration spell. As long as I keep him out of range, pretty good spell. I'm still not going to use it because he should not be getting hit too much. It's not going to be useful for Gale that much, and it's just it's an okay spell. It's not great. Darkness is Dark Vision is a really good spell, but we can get that from hirelings. Lesser Restoration we can get from our clerics. Pass Without a Trace is a really, really good one that might be worth checking out. So this just is a flat plus 10 bonus to your stealth checks for you and your entire team. And this is until long rest, but it is a concentration spell, so there is a chance that it will get broken. That's kind of a deal breaker for me. Plus, Astarian is the only guy that I'm really concerned about, being stealthy with. And honestly, with the way that Baldur's Gate 3 is implemented, we have all those lines of sight, and as long as we stay out of the line of sight of enemies, we don't even need stealth checks. So in tabletop D&D, Pass Without a Trace is a great spell because everything is aware of everything in a 360-degree radius around it. So it's useful there because there are times where you just have to walk into somebody's line of sight, because there aren't line of sights in tabletop D&D. Just everything is aware of everything around it at all times. In Baldur's Gate 3, it's less important because we can just manipulate the sight lines. Protection from poison, we get this from hirelings. We absolutely do not need this. Silence is really, really good if you are trying to be incredibly sneaky or like do mass murder without alerting people to what it is that you are doing. So you can cast silence, have Gale stand outside of it, and then cast a fireball in or something like that, or even have Astaria do some, like stabby inside of the silence. Or you need to move stuff around, anything. It's a really useful spell. And not only that, but it's also offensive when you use it in combat if you have enemy casters, because most spells require a verbal component to them. So silence will prevent them from actually casting the spells. Spike Growth is a really good spell. So what this does is it makes a piece of ground into difficult terrain, which cuts movement speed in half, but it also does damage for every 5 feet that a creature moves inside the spikes. It is a concentration spell, but if you take a look, it lasts for 100 turns, which, my gosh. It's also 60 feet range, which is, pretty decent, and it's a 20-foot radius, which is a pretty large patch of spike growth. Animal friendship, convince a beast not to attack you. Why would we ever want that to happen? Because when you kill beasts, they give you XP. They're hiding XP inside their fur coats. So why would we not want a beast to attack us? So that's out. Cure Wounds, we know what Cure Wounds does. Fog Cloud, we know what Fog Cloud does. Goodberry, we know what this does, but having an extra person being able to cast Goodberry in addition to the Hireling Druid that we've got is really, really nice, because, again, Goodberry helps us decrease the number of camp supplies that we need in order to take a long rest. Not too important in the difficulty level that we've got right now, but if you're playing on Tactician, this is a worthy choice. Enhanced Leap, it just triples a creature's jumping distance. We can get this on a wizard, it's not too big of a deal. Long Strider, we actually get this from all of our minions, so not that big of a deal. And then Speak with Animals, we're doing that through Nerdad's Paladin side. We can also do this through spells if we don't want to, or not spells, through potions. We have a ton of Speak with Animals potions, and it's the exact same effect as the spell that Nerdad has and that Astarion could potentially have. So, not at all something that we will ever take. I think we're going to go with Spike Growth. Replace spells. I will not be replacing any spells. But the big deal, as always, is Astarion now has 2 attacks. And we will absolutely do this. And we don't want to go through the side entrance. We want to go through this main entrance, which I don't think I'm heading towards. Yeah, this is the side entrance. Oh, but we can go up the steps here. See, again, I think it would have been a good idea to have Astarion in this big fight that we had at the cave mouth, to come around from behind, and that way he could have like gotten up on some of these rocks or what have you and taken care of things from there. Oh, and look, it's a severed head. Where is the rest of my team, and why are they taking their dear sweet time? Oh, because they are stealthed. Okay.
Radio not.
So let's have them move at normal speed. Dang it. Oh, we do need to check. There's a little patch of fog that we haven't explored yet. And hey, check it out. There's all kinds of alchemy ingredients up here. Herbs and such. Yes, if we had triple jump, we'd be able to jump up there. Oh, that's cool. There's a Astarion shadow, and you can actually see the little shadow streaks in the light. That's a really cool effect. That's cool. I like that. All right. So same deal as before. Oh, same deal as before. All this stuff. The dude disappeared. Dang it, I didn't want him to disappear. As we were going to have an issue with a fight breaking out here, and it was going to be kind of nasty, and there was a good chance that he was going to die. And with him having a good chance of dying, I wanted his stuff, dang it.
One with the weave.
Yeah, let's have Gale move up here. If it's not clear what is happening, we're going to be taking that iron flask and we are going to open it the heck up.
All right. What now?
And let's see, do I have all of my new spells and such out? Branding Smite is out there. Yeah. You know what? All that talk about magic weapon, and I think I'm going to go ahead and toss that out here just so that we can have it available. And you know what? I am going to burn a potion of speed on this, so dang it. I'm not going to... Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Quite ready for you. Let's go.
So yeah, here we go. We'll just have... we'll have Astarion and Gale both take perches up here. Yeah. We'll get the potion of speed on as many people as we can down here.
Let me work my magic. No time to rest.
All
What
right.
path lies before me?
If it's not also clear, this is a pretty nasty fight that we're about to deal with here. All right. Potion of speed. I only have 3 of these. Dang. All right. Who's got the... Yeah, we need that iron flask on Nerdad. Send to Nerdad. And here we go. Potion of speed. Now, as soon as I drop this down... Oh, man. It's not going to hit everybody. As soon as I drop this down, I'm going to enter into turn-based mode so I don't lose any... Oh, looks like he can't actually get close enough. Kind of bummed out by that. All right. Shadowheart's the one who doesn't have multi-attack. So she does not get it. And I should specify, like, Gale doesn't technically have multi-attack either, but because he's level 5 now, all of his cantrips are increased in the amount of damage that they do. And that is true for Shadowheart as well, but I never use Sacred Flame on her. I want her in melee. So, for example, Ray of Frost, last level, this was a 1d8. Now it does 2d8, which is a big boost. Firebolt is now 2 to 20. Poison Spray is 2 to 24, but I do not want to get close to what is about to happen here. All right. So now here we go.
Never a dull moment.
Let's have... I'm going to send this over to Nerdad. And here we go. Oh. I never know if that's going to cause me to throw both of these. You know what? Let's try it. Let's just try it. Let's just do it right now. Oh, maybe it doesn't show him getting it because he's the one that is actually doing the throwing. All right. Shadowheart comes back in. Get in there. Get in there. I'm remembering the Spider Matriarch fight where it was pretty clear that we were throwing potions into a group and it wasn't actually hitting them. It's all right. Here we go. Everybody's hasten turn-based mode. Here we go. So as it is right now, Astarion needs to get up here.
Shall we?
Salutations.
Gale needs to get up here. I'm going to space them out just a little bit.
The path less traveled.
It is worth noting because we have the Potion of Speed. Everybody does have crazy amounts of
I'm alive, so that's progress.
movement speed. All right. So, here we go. Iron flask. Inspect.
The flask is cold and heavy in your hand.
Remove the stopper.
The flask shudders in your hand, then magical energy emanates from its neck as a creature emerges.
And hey, look it. It's a spectator. Who knew? I did. I knew. All right. So let's see what 70% chance to hit. So I actually want to crank that up just a little bit. I'm going to sacrifice. Ooh, actually, he's got Hunter's Mark. I think that might actually be worth doing this right now. I want to review everybody's opportunity attacks and make sure. Well, okay, fine. I won't do that right now.
Let's have some fun.
So, question is, do I go ahead and do Hunter's Mark, get that bonus action, and get him with extra damage, or do I stealth so that I can definitely hit him this turn, or do I use the offhand attack? And I think the answer here is let's do Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark. All right. Dread Ambusher, here we go. Feels bad. Feels so bad. All right, piercing shot. Here we go. Ah, it's saved against it, man. But here is the deal. Astarion is now hasted. He now gets 2 attacks. So this is attack number 4, missed. And here's attack number 5. Critical hit. Fantastic. So that was more than half the spectator's health in one single turn of Astarion. This is why this is so good. And actually, I probably should have burned one of my level 2 spell slots. And hey, check it out. They Oh, jeez, that was brutal. That was brutal. Okay. So Gale. We gonna do Fireball? Is that what we're doing here? I mean, okay. Again, we're probably gonna take a long rest after this. So yeah, I think it's Fireball time. But geez, man, I don't want to just cast. Okay, there we go. There we go. Always got to be careful with Fireball not to hit all of your guys. So yeah. Could also upcast. Like Grease or... Well, no. Grease is worthless. Tasha's isn't going to really be a huge help. Okay, here we go.
On the double.
Where are you going, Gale? Gale, what are you doing, guy? Just cast Fireball. 31 damage, 6 damage left. Heck yes.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And okay, there's attack number 1 from Nerdad. Attack number 2, and he is down. He got 1 turn to do it. This is the power of having multi-attack. This is the power of combining multi-attack with these potions of speed. Gosh, and especially having Astarion with this build, with multi-attack and Dread Ambusher and Potion of Speed. Like if you have your bonus attack available, that is, let's see, Dread Ambusher, first attack, second attack, and then bonus action. That is 6 shots that you can take in that first round, and all of them are going to be doing an extra 10 damage if they connect. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But wonderful at the same time.
Let's get going.
All right. Spectator, and that is a good little chunk of XP, I believe. Yeah, 150 experience. So, all right. With that, we are going to go ahead and end for the night. So next time, we are now level 5 and still gaming at 4 a.m. We'll be very, very happy to know that now that we are level 5, we are going to be heading down to the Riverside Tea House and checking out, get Auntie Ethel's help, and we'll also be doing the whole Save Marina thing. In fact, Save Marina is kind of odd because I didn't see a marker for that. So, yeah, we'll check out Save Marina, we'll check out Auntie Ethel, and go from there. But thank you guys for joining. We will see you tomorrow. Should be starting the stream at 9 Eastern time, but as always, check my upcoming streams to get the latest and most updated information about when that stream is going to start. We might go as early as 7 Eastern. We might go as late as we did today as 10 Eastern. All this PM. With Thanksgiving, you know how Thanksgiving is. It's a weird schedule. You know, family stuff going on, and you know, it's just, you know, whatever. But all right, thank you guys for joining, and we will check you guys later. Thank you.